Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ian Posh, and we are here live at World Dance Day 2025. As you can see, the theme for this year is different style, one dance.
Crazy. Okay. Do not try this at home, ladies and gentlemen. These are professionals. Let's go. Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the amigos Fashion World by Jos Dance Community. Adios. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Thank you. You turn.
Business works. So that is the most important thing. So always learn, never stop learning, and know why you dance. Very, very important, because your passion won't take you so far. When the money is not coming, the passion is going to die. So you need to learn so that when the passion is dying, you would know that you have a purpose to continue.
So which community you are in?
Reincarnated, I'm a stargazer. Life goes on, honey, all my babies. Woke up looking for the block green. Keep a horn, that can see. Keep ownership, the blueprint is by me. It's the get off, I get off at my feet.
That's what's up. Yes, sir.
What's the password?
I
see dead people. Lady.
Damn, bro.
Like these, so what's up with these lonely ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry I mean, there's too many options.
Daylight dance community, get ready. Daylight, get ready, get ready. Probably really after. Daylight dance ministry, get ready.
All right. So the first thing I would advise younger generations to do is be open to learning. I mean, the pursuit of knowledge is endless, and especially in our world today, where the internet is open to everybody with a vast number of information. So instead of being opening yourself to learning, go for knowledge of who you are, knowledge of whose you are, and knowledge of why you do what you do. Don't be afraid to experiment. When I say don't be afraid to express yourself, art can be expressed in various forms. It's not subjective. Okay, it's open. It's vast. Creativity is not it's not a physical thing. It's a mental and a spiritual thing. So be open to learning.
Let's go. Yeah. What you call it? Left. What you gon' do? Left, right. Look at cash. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Wait. Say, I'll be a See you boys every day. There's a track on She does not know I think that over my money teller. She gets out no check up my tally holla. Yo, baby, come join me for corner. Zona. Love for me, Dona. Fucked up, that she told her. Baby, come join me for corner.
expectation is to see dancers come together because the energy I'm seeing right now is big, it's massive. You know what I'm saying? It's been long I saw dancers together like that.
I'm trying hard all of my life, find a way to make my dreams come true, but it never worked. Oh my, people broke my heart, I lost my dreams. I was just existing but not living, couldn't find my way. It was so dark. All I did was cry through the night. I lost my faith and thought I would die. Hey, but love found me in the nick of time. Restored my shattered dreams and all peace that I had lost.
A brief, just say something brief about this.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Can you all hear me? Okay. So, so the importance of collaborating. I'm talking about from the aspect of modeling now and then dancing. The importance are exposure and audience growth between the two. So, if I am collaborating with a dancer, his fan base would be my fan base, and my fan base would be his fan base. I think that's basically it. And then skill enhancement. We get to learn from each other. Whether you like it or not, modeling or catwalk is a form of dance. Because we have to choreograph everything we do. We have to vibe with the music. We have to create a rhythm in our head from the poses, from the walk and everything we do, to working with designers. We have to choreograph everything. So it's important that dancers and models collaborate. Thank you.
Give it up for Rachel. So that's a model and a fashion designer who is not a dancer, telling you how much dance is doing in their own industry. You understand? And there is a collaboration like Peterman Reclusive Modeling Agency are like this. So there is a lot of work they are doing together, and it's already showing okay how much this particular, but you can't limit it to dance model. No, dancers could move into different art forms and represent. You understand? Because you go in there are a lot of advantages in collaborations. Let me give this example. On Instagram, if you post a video on Instagram on your page, it doesn't matter who you tag. The main people that will see is your audience. That's the people that are following you, and if the thing favor you, people will they like people they follow you will also watch. But when you collaborate with another person entirely, you see that his own audience, your own audience, watch that video. So that simply means both of you are now expanding. Let's say I have 50 followers, he has 50 followers. My 50 followers will see him. At least 30 out of them will be interested in him. His 50 followers will see me. 30 out of them. But I'm just giving that as an example on why collaboration boosts your audience and expands your reach. So, pick left. You can have.
Good evening. Good evening. So, for me, collaboration is very important for a dancer. It's not just about waking up to say you want to collaborate with somebody. It's about having an idea. People just wake up to collaborate without any picture or innovation. They are not inventing something new. They just want to collaborate because everybody now is talking about collaboration. Don't do this alone, don't do this alone. It's not about that. It's about collaborating with something that best interprets your idea. If you don't have the idea, there is no point going to go and collaborate with any model or dancer or singer or whatever. You have to have a picture, an idea of what you want to invent. Then you know the kind of collaboration that you want to execute. And you know who and who to call for that collaboration. And collaboration most times is very, very effective when there is a clear definition of terms of collaboration. Because at the end of every collaboration, people wake up and they are unsatisfied with the end result. So in collaboration, there must be clear communication, set goals, trust, and also equal representation. Because when you have two people collaborating and one person is underrepresented, at the end of the project, it's not a collaboration. Collaboration in Yoruba mythology is called ajoshepo, meaning the coming together of two things, like a mixing of two things. So if I'm collaborating with somebody, We have to have equal representation in that thing. And also, thinking about collaboration across different sectors, not just, like he said, with the models, but also there is a lot of collaboration happening with musicians. Just because we don't use live music, or most times we are creating, we are just picking songs randomly and performing plagiarism, it doesn't mean that you are not collaborating. So whenever you perform, for example, with a Wizkid song, you are collaborating with Wizkid. You can also collaborate with a painter. You can collaborate with a sound technician. You can collaborate with a visual artist. Collaboration is very loud. It's not something I can talk in just this point, but I think before you go into it, you have to have a clear vision of what you want to do. Then you know the kind of people you want to collaborate with. Thank you. What it did to me. I collaborated with a painter and a Brazilian dancer in a piece we call Language Canvas. Now, it's language. There's language barrier. When we're grouped, he speaks Spanish, I speak English and Hausa, and the other guy speaks Catalan. The three of us don't understand each other. And the person who is doing the visual artist is actually, he can speak, but he cannot hear. So we were all in a group, and it was a very complex thing to do, to create a work. So we named it Language Canvas because one of the first barriers we had was language. We could not understand ourselves because we had different views. And we were able to create an amazing work where he says something in Spanish, and I speak in Hausa. He says in Spanish and I speak in Hausa. And while we're doing that, we grow that into a movement. And while we are moving, the visual artist or the painter is painting on his system, and we are projecting what he is seeing from what we are saying. So it's like spontaneous improvisation, and it happened immediately, and immediately we watch the work afterwards. That is what collaboration is. Collaboration is not perfect people coming together. Collaboration is different things coming together to create something new. So when you are thinking about collaboration, don't think about somebody that also has the same energy with you all the time. It's also about that one person that doesn't have energy. You can collaborate with a deaf person, you can collaborate with someone that is dumb, you can collaborate with somebody that cannot walk. You can collaborate with somebody that is knitting and you are dancing. So it's a very broad thing. Just don't think about it about just dancing amongst ourselves. You can collaborate with a DJ and he's playing, and there's a way he will play that it will link to you. But then you have to be very open in your body and in your mind, and open your horizon to what art is. That it is not just about putting things together, but about really creating something, like a picture, like something you can sell, like you are inventing an idea. For example, Adidas is producing a product that they can sell. If you are creating art from that perspective, you will understand that you are inventing something. So as you are working together with that person, you are putting together an image, and gradually, just like somebody who is sculpting a creature, you are putting the ear, you are putting the eye, you are putting this, it eventually becomes an entire being. So think about collaboration.
To just differentiate between everybody that dances and who a dancer is, because everybody can dance, children and everybody, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are dancers. So dancers are people who have committed to the craft of dance, people who have decided, made decisions around it and say, I'm going to work on this skill or craft until it becomes my reality. So everything about you is just about dance. But that doesn't stop you from doing or becoming any other thing. But there is a commitment level from the usual line where everybody can just do this thing. Now you are above that line, because now you commit to training, you commit to rehearsing, you commit to learning, you commit to attending workshops, You commit to meeting other people in your field that are experts and learning from them. That is what separates you from the general public that can just dance. And that sets you apart as a dancer. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So give it up for Spinoza. Give it up for Spinoza. So from what they said, obviously you can see that the commitment, the dedication, the amount of
from my own understanding here, a dancer is someone that can express and communicate to a certain emotion. Yeah, it's not all about like movement of the body, yeah, but depending on how you are feeling at the moment. Like sometimes we might dance, but the real thing is how you feel deep inside you. You may be passing through a lot, like maybe when you are angry, yeah, you can dance to ease away the pains, yeah. And sometimes when you are happy, you can dance. And there's a way that we do ritual. We also dance to assess a certain process, yeah. So that's the that's way of my understanding of dance actually.
Dance is an art, it's a profession. I think they need to go more of the theory aspect, more on tutorials, you understand, just go to workshop and learn so many the style of dance. They should be versatile because we're in a wider world where
there's no limitation to dance. Yeah. Whether in the space, whether on the ground, whether in the water, whether anywhere you can dance. That's so nice. And dance is a movement. Yeah. If you move your body, it goes with you. If you put your mind to it, it will follow you. But when you are